Unitree's G1 is no longer just a prototype. It's already being used in real-world scenarios. At the same time, Figure 03 is actively working inside factories, proving that humanoid robots are stepping beyond demonstrations and into actual production environments. Meanwhile, the rest of the industry is still anticipating the next leap, and Elon Musk claims that Tesla's Optimus Gen 3 is closer than many expect. This marks a turning point. Humanoid robotics is shifting from bold promises to practical deployment, and Tesla is positioning itself at the center of that transition. With Optimus Gen 3, what sets this robot apart isn't just incremental improvement. It's a fundamental rethink of some of the hardest problems in robotics. One of the biggest of those challenges has always been the human hand. While walking and AI often get the spotlight, true dexterity has remained one of the most difficult engineering hurdles. Human hands have around 27 degrees of freedom, controlled through a complex tendon system mostly housed in the forearm. Replicating that in a machine while keeping it scalable has been extremely difficult. Optimus Gen 3 tackles this directly. Its hand features 22 degrees of freedom and uses a tendon-driven system inspired by human anatomy. Instead of placing bulky motors in the hand itself, Tesla relocates them to the forearm. This reduces weight and improves control. Cables run from the forearm through the wrist into each finger, allowing precise, independent movement. The wrist mechanism is particularly advanced. It transitions cable orientation from horizontal in the forearm to vertical in the hand using a specialized routing system. This reduces friction and prevents interference between finger movements. The result is smoother, more accurate control. Altogether, the system includes roughly 50 actuators across the hand and forearm, far more complex than earlier designs, yet still engineered for mass production. This level of refinement enables extremely delicate tasks. The hand can achieve precision down to about 0.08 millimeters, allowing it to handle fragile objects and perform thousands of different tasks across industrial and domestic environments. At this point, the robot is no longer just a showcase. It becomes functional, but hardware is only part of the equation. Intelligence is where Optimus Gen 3 truly begins to stand out. Instead of relying on fixed programming, it uses a vision-based AI system derived from Tesla's self-driving technology. With 8 cameras feeding into an end-to-end neural network, the robot builds a real-time 3D understanding of its surroundings and makes decisions dynamically. Its learning process is equally important. Using a simulation-to-reality pipeline, the robot practices tasks millions of times in virtual environments before applying them in the real world. It can also learn by observing humans, watching actions and then imitating them. This allows it to expand its capabilities without manual coding. When errors occur, the robot doesn't freeze. It adjusts. A failed grasp or slight misalignment is corrected in real time. This adaptability is what moves it toward being a general-purpose system rather than a task-specific machine. With voice interaction integrated into Tesla's ecosystem, communication becomes more natural as well. All of this translates into real-world utility. Optimus Gen 3 is designed to operate across multiple environments. In factories, it can handle repetitive tasks like sorting, transporting materials, and assisting with assembly. In homes, it is being developed for everyday activities such as cleaning and carrying objects. Its physical design supports this versatility. Weighing around 57 kilograms and capable of moving at speeds up to 10 to 12 km/h, it is lighter and more efficient than earlier versions. Improved sensors help it maintain balance on uneven surfaces, and its battery is designed to last through a full workday. The biggest shift, however, is happening in production. Tesla has begun mass manufacturing Optimus Gen 3 at its Fremont facility and is restructuring its operations to support this transition. Notably, the company is reducing focus on certain vehicle lines to make space for robot production. This signals a major strategic shift from cars to robotics. Tesla is also expanding production capacity globally, with potential scaling in Shanghai and dedicated robotics lines in Texas. The goal is a distributed manufacturing system capable of producing robots at scale. This reflects Elon Musk's broader vision. He has described Optimus as potentially the most impactful product Tesla will create, suggesting it could significantly boost global productivity. He has even hinted at future versions moving toward artificial general intelligence, systems capable of performing a wide range of tasks at or beyond human level. These are ambitious claims, but they align with Tesla's production targets. The company aims to eventually produce up to 1 million robots per year. Early deployment will start smaller, with tens of thousands of units used internally before expanding to external markets. Pricing is another disruptive factor. Tesla is targeting a cost range between $20,000 and $30,000 per unit, far below many, competing humanoid robots that exceed $100,000. This could make widespread adoption far more feasible. The rollout will be gradual, internal use first, then industrial applications, followed by broader commercial and residential deployment. This staged approach allows for continuous refinement while scaling. Still, it's important to remain grounded. Optimus Gen 3 is not fully autonomous yet. While it can perform structured tasks, handling unpredictable environments remains a work in progress. Manufacturing such complex systems at scale also presents challenges, especially with components like the multi-actuator hand. Even so, the significance of this moment is clear. For the first time, a humanoid robot is being designed from the ground up for mass production and real-world use. This marks a shift from experimentation to deployment, and Tesla isn't alone in pushing this forward. In China, humanoid robots are being tested in increasingly demanding conditions. These are no longer controlled demonstrations. They involve dynamic motion, impact, and real-world instability. One example is the Unitree H2. In a widely shared demonstration, it performs an aerial spin and precisely kicks a suspended target before landing smoothly. This requires precise coordination of joints, real-time adjustments mid-air, and immediate stabilization after impact. Another example is the T800 from Engine AI. This robot gained attention for its powerful, aggressive movements, so much so that many initially thought the footage was fake. To prove otherwise, the company's CEO allowed the robot to deliver a controlled kick, visibly demonstrating its force. The differences between these robots highlight two distinct approaches. The Unitree H2 emphasizes balance, coordination, and smooth motion. Its movements are controlled and fluid even during complex sequences. The T800, on the other hand, focuses on strength and impact. Its design prioritizes power generation and rapid recovery after forceful actions. These design choices reflect their intended applications. The H2 is suited for environments requiring precision and interaction, while the T800 is built for physically demanding tasks where strength and endurance are critical. Their underlying intelligence also differs. The H2 relies heavily on motion control systems and internal feedback to maintain stability and coordination. The T800 emphasizes rapid environmental response, using sensors and onboard computation to react instantly during high-impact actions. Together, these developments signal something larger. Humanoid robots are no longer confined to labs or staged demos. They are evolving into machines capable of operating in real environments, handling real tasks, and delivering measurable value. This isn't just incremental progress. It's the beginning of a new category of machines entering everyday life. And as improvements in hardware, AI, and manufacturing continue to build on each other, that transition is likely to accelerate.